TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Reservations for 6. Whatever you call a touchdown, one thing's for sure. Touchdowns matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. On the ground, in the air, from the special teams or the defense, we don't care how you score them. We want to bet on touchdowns. And at DraftKings Sportsbook is the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try something as simple as betting on a player to score a touchdown. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your bet today. Ready to do your touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $250 instantly in bonus bets and get 1 month free of NFL Plus Premium. Download the DraftKings Sports app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month free of NFL Plus Premium. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer. Gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. That very, very exciting game that just ended. Kansas State comes back. The number 18 ranked Kansas State Wildcats comes back, take down the Colorado Buffaloes 31-28. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He is your favorite number 85, Liberty City's own Cincinnati Bengal great Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. You can just call him Ocho. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Remember, every subscriber counts, matters, and we thank you for mattering. Because of you, we've been able to become who we are. Please make sure you go check out Shea by LaPortier. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be in between 14 and 16 states. If we're not currently in a state or a city near you, we have it in stock. You can order online, and it will come right to your home. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. The Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. I repeat, the Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock, and people have been texting us, tweeting us, DMing us that they have begun receiving their orders at the end of last week. Thank you, guys. We greatly appreciate your support, and we even more appreciate your patience. So thank you again. Please go vote for us on the Signal Awards. Nightcap is nominated for Best Live Podcast Recording. We're currently in second place. And the Best Co-Host Team, we're still currently in second place. Voting is open through October the 17th. Just like the Webbies, you have to create an account and verify your email. Again, in order to vote, you have to create an account and verify it with your email. Club Shay Shay is also nominated for Popular Culture and Variety Show, Best Athletes Shaping Culture Show, and the Best Individual Episode, Best Guest, Cat Williams. We thank you for your support. We thank you for voting, and we thank you. Ocho, as I mentioned at the top, the Kansas State Wildcats go into Boulder, Colorado, and come away with a victory, 38-21. Colorado down for much of the ball game. Found a way to take the lead late in the ball game. And when they needed their defense to get a stop, Ocho, they couldn't get it. And Kansas State go in, get a very tough, hard-fought victory, 31-28. Tell me what you saw, what you liked, and what you didn't like.
Man, listen, what I didn't like is them being at a disadvantage. Colorado not having Brother Horn, not having Travis Hunter. I think it put them behind.
But they lost their three top receivers, all went down.
Yeah, all three of them being gone and being behind the 8 ball so early in the game and still being able to be in it towards the end. Obviously, as far as defense is concerned, not being able to get a stop when it was needed most. But I think still having 3 of your top receivers down, this is a testament that the fact that they were even still in the game to Shedeur Sanders and some of the defensive series that they did have to keep them in the game. So towards the end, they were even in the game to begin with. Because if this was Colorado of old, the game would have been over a long time ago. So listen, I'm not really trying to say it's a good thing that they did lose, but I do see the
improvement.
I see the proof in the pudding and them getting better and still being able to compete without some of the top dogs, even in the loss.
I saw some Ocho. They couldn't stop the run in the first 3 quarters. They did a better job late in the ball game. In the fourth quarter, I think they had 11, 12, 13 yards. But Ocho, you can't let a team run the ball like that on you. I don't care what level of football you play. If you can't stop the run, you can't win.
Yeah.
And again, another thing that I saw, Ocho, at early on, they were bringing pressure to get to Shedeur. Late in the ball game, that was just 4-man pressure. That was just 4 guys.
Yeah, they weren't even bringing the extra man. Early in the game, they were bringing the extra man. And
they were bringing the extra guy. Yes.
And I think you know what happened. Now, as the game goes, you get to those late quarters. Now, them boys get tired now. You get tired, you get lackadaisical. Your technique, it squanders a little bit. But I mean, listen, they almost had it. Kudos to the Oregon State. I'm talking about Oregon State. Kudos. I don't know why I'm thinking about my goddamn alma mater. Kudos to Kansas State. I mean, it was a good game. And the fact that the game was this late, I think it was perfect because if it had been a blowout, I think everybody would have been pissed. Hell, I would have been pissed. I'm up past my goddamn bedtime, but it was a very exciting game. I enjoyed it, despite them losing. It was good. I'm mad. All the top 3 offensive weapons went out.
Yeah, but I still think I think they played well enough. They had a lead. Because remember, they went in front 28-24. So that ain't got nothing to do with offensive weapons. So you got the lead.
Right.
Now that comes down to your defense.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Even though it comes down to defense, think about the points that would have been on the board if you did have those weapons. Think about if Travis Hunter was there for that last series where they threw that ball. What do you think would happen?
Yeah, I mean,
and he was there. I'm just saying, I'm thinking about the what ifs if they were playing or if Travis Hunter was in. I think it might be a 14-point difference or swing as opposed to it being 28-24, and you go away with that win because that might be an interception on that throw that brother Avery threw.
Yeah, that's probably Trav's side.
Yeah, well, it was. That's who was taking Trav's place.
Yeah, I mean, you up there in press coverage and you open the gate. I mean, why get in press coverage if you're not going to put hands on people?
Yeah.
And that's what you're there for. If you're not going to press, back off.
Yeah.
You can't. You put yourself in a decided disadvantage if you land up in press coverage. Because think about it, Ocho. You got to backpedal. You open the gate, you get a guy free release.
Yeah. Hey, unless you fast as all outdoors, you got to put your hands on him.
And but like I said, I mean, I saw some things. I'm glad they able to get that corrected, the rush defense.
Right.
But then the pressure. And so you started to see as the game started to wane, to go on, Ocho, K-State felt they didn't need to bring pressure. Right. But it was just 4 men, and they did a lot of ETs and TEs. So which I mean an end tackle twist, tackle end twist. And it was confusing the offensive linemen because they were staying too long. Normally, when you see it coming, you shove the guy onto the tackle, you shove him onto the guard, and then you wait to catch the other guy that's coming around.
Right. And
it seems like they caused a lot of problems. But Shedeur ran himself into a couple of problems also, Ocho. Because they had a twist one time late in the game, and he thought he could spin up out of it, but bro, you spun right into where the back blocked him.
Right into the twist, yeah.
Right into where the guy blocked him. Look, I know people are gonna say, man, that last play, you got to live with it. Because he likes to push the ball down the field on the 4th down play.
Right.
Where people thought it should have been, I'm sure people are thinking it should have been a pass interference. I wouldn't have been upset. They're probably saying, well, he probably couldn't catch the ball. How many times you seen somebody make a catch? You're like, I don't know how he caught that. Right. So you don't get to determine what's a catchable ball or not because you don't know what a guy's capable of doing. If they threw the flag, would I have been upset like, oh, I don't think that's a PI? But they didn't. So ain't no sense enough, belaboring a point now, Ocho. The game is over. I just wish the CU's defense could have got that stop right there.
Yeah.
Because I think that win would have done a lot because you went on the road, you beat UCF, and now you come home and you beat a ranked Kansas State team. So that would have been a situation where you can consolidate 2 quality wins. Now, obviously, UCF is falling on hard times, but to string together, that's what they need to do, Ocho. They need to string together a couple of quality wins to give them some confidence. But, give Kansas State credit. They didn't panic. They were in control of this ball game for pretty much the entirety of the ball game, Ocho. The quarterback throws a pick and gets a run back. Hell, I thought he was going to run it back. He kind of tripped over his own guy. But lucky Shador was able to get the ball into the end zone. But for the most part, and then that last drive, he made big throw after big throw after big throw. So give the guys credit. They found a way to win the ball game, and that's what you have to do when you're on the road.
Who does Colorado have next? You talk about they need to string together some wins. Is there a possibility that they can string together someone based on the schedule so far, or you think it's going to be difficult? Or every game?
They're at Arizona. They're at Arizona. Arizona comes to them. They're at Arizona next week.
Okay. That's a good one. That's winnable.
It is. The number 3 Oregon Ducks hit a 19-yard field goal with just under 2 minutes remaining and hold on to beat the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes. Lined up at the Ducks' 36-yard line with 6 minutes left, the Buckeyes' final snap ended when quarterback Will Howard scrambled up the middle. Howard was 28 of 35, 326, and 3 touchdowns, 1 on the ground. Dylan Gabriel had one of his best starts of his career, hitting 23 of 34 passes, 341 yards, 3 touchdowns of his own. The 2 teams combined for 963 yards of total offense. Ocho.
Yes, sir.
What is with these quarterbacks, man?
I don't think he was thinking about the situation.
Oh, okay, what situation?
Situational awareness should have kicked in long before that to know you can't do that. And that's scenario.
We just talked about this 2 weeks ago about a guy running out of bounds. He wouldn't even throw the ball in the end. The guy from Tennessee.
Yeah,
he ran out of bounds, Ocho.
Yeah.
This guy slides. For what? You do realize you don't have the first down.
Yeah.
There's only like 7 seconds on the clock when you snapped it.
Right.
And let's get to the ball game. A very exciting ball game, a back and forth ball game. I mean, this is what you expect to see when 2 and 3 meet. I don't want to see the second-ranked team blow out the number 3 team, and I don't want to see the number 3 team blow out the number 2 team. Right. I want it to come down to the wire just like this. This is what I want to see when I watch what's supposed to be 2 of the best teams in the country lock horns.
Yeah.
This is what I want to see, Ocho.
Yeah. I say, when I first watched it, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I thought Ohio State was gonna dominate. I thought they were gonna dominate the game strictly from a receiver standpoint with the receivers they have and the quarterback they have. I thought they were gonna go in there and just run up and down the field all willy-nilly. But it was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. Oregon's defense surprised me, especially the up front interior, and the DBs played very well. Obviously, there were some balls caught, but I didn't see the receivers from Ohio State just go crazy like they normally do against everybody else. Jeremiah Smith had somewhat of a good game. He's a man amongst men, even though he's a freshman. Other than that, I mean, it was a really, really good game, like you said. A good matchup between 2 and 3. I just thought it was going to be lopsided, and Oregon came to play some goddamn ball, boy.
They really did, Ocho. These are the type of games that Oregon normally lose. They play a bigger physical team.
Yeah.
With big guys up front that dominate both the offense and defensive line. These are the games that Oregon normally lose. But if you look at them, they ran the ball 31 rushes, 155 yards. They threw the ball, had 23 completions, 341 yards. That lets me know that, like, okay, they came to play today. They're like, we got to make a stand. And they got, because, teams like Ohio State and Michigan, they like to play bully ball. And a lot of times, Oregon doesn't get the type of offense and defensive linemen
right, to be able to
that
compete.
these SEC teams and the Big Ten, you talk about Michigan and you talk about Ohio State get. But today, they put on their big boy pads. They put on their big boy pants, and they play big boy football. And they match the intensity that we normally see. Because when we think of Pac-12 teams, although Oregon is in the Big Ten now, we think finesse.
Yeah.
They play physical football today.
Mm-hmm.
They buckle it up. They fasten these chin straps, and they came to play today, Ocho. They play today. And we don't normally see. I've watched Oregon get in big games like this, and they normally wet the bed. Yeah, they did not lay down today. They came to play, and it's like we're not leaving this field without a victory.
Yeah, that defensive line played very, very well. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name the right way, but I think it was number 10. I think it's number 10 for Oregon. He either a D tackle or was the DN. Boy, he played one hell of a goddamn game, boy. He played one. I don't want to say his name wrong, because I don't want to be disrespectful. But young bull, if you see this, boy, you the real deal, boy. I think he's Samoan too.
Oh yeah, but see, that's a lot of guys. That's what they get. A lot of America Samoa. They get a lot of Hawaiians. You know, they get a lot of that Samoa. Those big Panay Sewell.
Yeah.
The Haloti Nadas and those guys, like they get guys like that.
Right.
And so normally they don't have enough of them. It's not a problem. They get one or two. They need 3, 4, 5, or 6 of them. But they played the way they played today, the way they ran the football today. James had 23 for 115. E. Stewart had 7 for $149, and Dylan Gabriel. You see, he jumped in the portal. He was at Oklahoma last year, Ocho. He came here. They gave him the bag.
Yeah,
that's why teams are paying $750 to $1 million for a top flight quarterback, because that's the difference.
And you know what's good? You know what would have been the head storyline?
What that?
If the Ducks would have lost, Holden getting ejected for spitting at the OSU quarterback.
Ocho, what's going on with Ocho? When did this happen? Where the F did I go?
I mean, he just lost his temperament. Lost his temperament a little bit, especially in the game. You can't do that. You can't hurt your team. You can't hurt yourself like that, for one.
No, he damn the team. Like that, I'd have hurt him. He wouldn't have hurt the team. I'd have hurt him.
Yeah,
I think I just grew up at a different time.
Right.
People would have beat you within an inch of your life for spitting on them. Do you understand how disrespectful that is?
Hold on. You talk about when you in your time, they would still beat you within an inch of your life.
I'm just making sure. I'm confused though, because Ocho, you starting to see an uptick,
right,
of incidences like this that they think is cool.
No,
man.
No. I don't think they think it's cool. I think they don't fear the consequences of doing so. You know, maybe not in a football game. I'm just saying in general, in life in general, you know, during this era, especially social media area where everything is recorded, everything is for somewhat of attention. But, you know, in this instance, he needs to learn from this. You can't do it. You won't be able to do it at the next level. He will play on Sundays, but this is something him and his coach will be able to talk about. He'll look back and wish he hadn't done it.
They need somebody, they need to get their ass beat. Ain't nothing. See, whipping somebody's ass, it jars their memory. Oh, I ain't supposed to spit on something. Bro, do you know how disrespectful that is, Ocho?
Yeah.
To spit on somebody.
I don't think people understand how disrespectful it's viewed and seen, as opposed back then when we were growing up. I wonder if they still view it as
bad. They don't look at it, because I can honestly say, Ocho, in my time, with that incident with Romo, he was a teammate of mine that spit on J.J. Stokes. I'd never seen that happen before in a game, in a little league game, in Savannah State. Like I said, I could have just imagined, bro. I'm talking about somebody, they will hurt you.
Yeah.
And these kids now, they think it's so cool. And with Shannon, you know, emotions. Nah, emotions gonna get somebody effed up. That's what emotions gonna get somebody. Man, y'all stop this foolishness. Okay, somebody beat you. Somebody scored a touchdown on you. Somebody juked you out of your shoes. Somebody blocked you. Bro, stop that. Man, you're going to get hurt. You're going to catch the right person on the wrong day, and
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, ain't gonna help your ass.
Right.
Man, y'all stop this, kids. Y'all need to stop this. Y'all need, first of all, you need to learn some respect, because I don't know who taught y'all. That's rude. Mary Porter and Barney Porter didn't play that bull jive. That spitting, oh, hell no. Nah.
Yeah.
Man, please. I was thinking to myself, I said, man, what are these kids? What are they thinking? When
And
did they
listen,
think that was cool?
yeah, I don't think they think it's cool, but times are different. Times are different. Kids are moving different. The music is different. I mean, everything is different as opposed to how it was. Obviously, when we grew up, it's just different in general.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you, because certain things you wouldn't even attempt.
Oh no, nah, back then,
Man, you
absolutely not. Nah.
boy, it took an act of God and 10,000 soldiers to get me off his ass. Man, please don't do that. Man, that is one of the most disrespectful acts that you can do to someone.
Hold on. It would have took who?
An act of God and 10,000 soldiers.
That's a
And
good one. I like it.
Ocho, can you just think about it, Ocho? I want you to think about it. You mad at somebody and you like, oh,
nah.
that ain't what I'm thinking. If I get mad at you, I'm not thinking about spitting on somebody. Because if you were to spit on somebody, whatever happens to you after that,
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with it.
Right. There's consequences.
That's how I operate. So
There are consequences.
whatever happens to you after said act, I rock with old boy.
Right. No matter what.
No matter what.
Right.
Man, that was excessive. So was your act. Y'all need to stop this. Stop this.
Yeah, that's a nasty one, there, boy. That's a nasty one.
But that thing. Woo! Yeah, that thing. Like I said, Ocho, I think the mindset, because things that like calling somebody the B word. What growing up, my grandfather did two things. Boy, don't you spit on somebody and don't you kick somebody. Because he was big. He said, boy, your feet made for walking.
Yeah.
He say, son, you wouldn't need kick a dog. So you put your feet on somebody, you telling them they're a dog or worse.
Right.
He didn't play that. If you want to get your ass tore up, let somebody come in the house and say that, oh, Shannon kicked me, or kick.
Just even playing around.
Ocho, no, that man did not play that.
Yeah.
He was very, very big on respect. He demanded it. So he said, look, you don't kick people, you don't spit on people, and you, above all else, you keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, right.
That's how he was. He preached that to us. He told his daughters, hey, don't you hit no man. He said, because if you hit a man gonna forget that you're a female, because he said you trying to challenge him. He said you acting like a man, he gonna treat you like one. Now, a man hit you, you come tell me and I deal with him. Or your brothers will deal with him.
Right.
Learn that very own. I ain't putting my hands on nobody's daughters because I got daughters. I ain't gonna put my hands, I don't spit on nobody. Ain't nobody will ever tell you Shannon Sharpe kicked them. Well, I did try to kick Winston Moss. I tried to kick him to heaven. Cause he got a bad. I caught a pass on him, Ocho, and he got up. Man, you know how you get up off the ground, Ocho?
Yeah.
This ninja got up off the ground on my helmet.
Oh, he pushing off for you to get up.
On my helmet with my head on. Yes.
Hold on. With your head on the floor?
Yeah, my head was on the. Yes. Man, I tried to kick him so hard. But man, these kids, they just it's a different time, Ocho. Yeah. I'm glad I done got on out the way. I'm glad I done got on up out the way. Woo! Alabama survives against the Carolina Gamecocks 27-25. Alabama made a late defensive stand and held off the Gamecocks 27-25. There were several signs of concern, including, they were up 14. Carolina scored 19 straight to be at Washington, but has not translated well to the physicality and style of play in the SEC.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But beating the Gamecock keeps the Tide alive in the SEC championship and a playoff berth.
Listen, the Alabama that I'm used to watching, when I am watching college football or I have the opportunity to watch Alabama, it's missing. That mystique, that aura, that utter domination on both sides of the ball, not only in the interior, in the secondary as well. When I look at Alabama, I normally see players that are going to play on Sundays, not just any play. I'm talking about players that are going to be superstars, players that can change the dynamic and the trajectory of a franchise in the NFL. I just don't see that right now. I don't see that right now. And a team like Alabama shouldn't be struggling like this. I'm not saying the opponents to play the opponents that they're playing and the schools that they're playing are inferior. I'm just saying I think other schools have caught up in terms of having the same type of talent. Everything the how you say the even the playing field has even. It is even tremendously, where they just can't dominate like they once did.
Yeah, they can't run the football. Jalen Monroe has to understand, Ocho, he doesn't have a defense that's good enough to overcome the turnovers.
The mistakes,
he had another 2 turnovers today that put them in harm's way. I mean, he was 16 of 23 for 209, a touchdown, but he had 2 turnovers. Not good. He had 18 rushes for 36 yards, 2 touchdowns, but they can't run the football, Ocho. 38 carries, 104 yards. That's not Alabama.
You know what they can do?
What?
They can drop back and throw the ball to Ryan Williams every play.
Well, that would be good if they could protect them every play, which they can't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's the problem. What they have? They gave up 2, 3, 4. They gave up 4 sacks, 9 tackle for losses. That's the quickest way to get you beat, Ocho. But look, South Carolina is better than you think.
Yeah.
Remember, it went to the last play of the game. They had LSU on the ropes. LSU just beat number 9, Ole Miss?
Ole Miss, yeah.
So Carolina's a little better than their record is 3-3. But they could have easily won this game, and they could have easily beaten LSU. But this is not the Alabama. Look, we saw some things that caused us cause for pause, even in a win against Georgia. They were up, 30-7?
Yeah.
And Georgia ends up coming all the way back and taking the lead, if only for one play.
Right.
Because they took the lead, and the next day, Alabama comes out the next possession and 75-yard strike to Ryan Williams. But yeah, this is not the Alabama we're used to seeing. The physicality on both sides of the line, offense and defensive line, they don't dominate consistently like we're used to seeing.
Right.
I think the left tackle is really good. I think Proctor, that's the left tackle. He's probably going to be a high draft pick, Ocho. But it's not what we're used to seeing. And you play in the SEC, bro. You got to be physical.
Very.
You got to be physical.
Very.
You got to be physical. Ain't no way that finesse. Nah, bro. You got to be physical. You can have some razzle dazzle, but you better have them boys on that offensive and defensive line that can move some people. And right now they're not doing that on a consistent enough basis. They're 5-1. They still have a chance to get to the SEC championship for a berth in the college football playoffs. But they got a tough test again next week. They're on the road in Knoxville.
That's going to be a good one. So this is one of those games like we talked about last week, or maybe was it week before last, about the atmosphere?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So
Rocky Top going to be Rocky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll have 100,000 in there easy. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Alabama? Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Number 13, LSU rallies to beat number 9, Ole Miss, 29-26 in overtime. Nussmeier threw a big game-tying touchdown pass to Aaron Anderson in the final seconds of revelation, and hit Kyron Lacey for a 25-yard scoring strike on the first play of LSU's first play of overtime, completing the stunning comeback victory over number 9 Mississippi. LSU, look, that first game, we Brian Kelly, blamed everybody except Brian Kelly.
Right.
But they've been kind of living on the edge the last couple of weeks. But the mark of a team, good team, is find ways to win. And that's what they've been able to do the last couple of weeks, Ocho. They keep finding ways to win.
Yeah.
22 of 51. 3 touchdowns for Nussmeier. He did have the 2 interceptions. But Ole Miss should have won this game. They should have put this game away, but they keep that. Ocho, you know what happens. Let a team hang around long enough. They'll find a way to beat you.
Give them too much confidence.
Yep. Had 2 receivers over 100 yards. Lee had 9 for $132. Harris had 7 for 102. But like I said, you left them around long enough and had 84 total plays. 84 total plays. LSU passed the ball 22 of 51, 337, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But, give LSU credit. Look, they got talent.
Oh, yeah, they got that.
They got talent.
They got to find a way to put it all together, though.
Yeah.
If they find a way to put it all together like that, let's say that 2019 LSU. Now, I don't think they had that kind of talent that they had in 2019. Not like that. But
a whole lot of college teams, Ocho, had that kind of talent in the history. You got to go back. You got to go back to Miami team when they had Ed Reed.
Yeah.
You got to go back to that USC team when they had Ronnie Lott and they had Marcus Allen and they had who else was on that team? Dennis Smith. They had Lynn Kane. They had all those guys on that team. You got to go back to find teams like that before you are the old Miami when they had Danny Stubbs and Jerome Brown and Testaverde and Highsmith and Irvin. Them had all those guys. Ain't a whole lot of teams had that kind, especially offensive talent. Now, offensive talent, you talk about a number 1 overall in quarterback, a top 5 wide receiver, a top 20 wide receiver in Jefferson. You had who else? Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Who else was on that? What was the guy? I think he ended up going to Carolina. So they had 3 receivers drafted, 2 in the first round. Your quarterback goes number 1 overall. Your running back goes in the first round. You had the best offensive line in football. No, there hadn't been a whole lot of teams. Now, LSU don't have that kind of talent. Hell no. Not even close. Not even close. Hell no. But they got more talent than you think they got.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody had 18 total tackles, 10 solo. Wow.
Very grateful.
Sack, tackle for loss.
Hey,
but go ahead.
No, I was getting ready to talk about another game, but I don't think we didn't get to it yet. I'll wait till we get there.
Okay. It wasn't the prettiest performance, especially for the rocky first quarter, but the number 1 Texas Longhorns took care of business, won 34-3 over the rival, the Red River Shootout. 34-3, number 16, Oklahoma, to remain the only unbeaten team in SEC. The Longhorns got off to a slow start Saturday with more penalty yards, 15 than they had offensive yards, 13 in the first quarter. Quinn Ewers was sacked on the first play the game's first play, then intercepted 2 plays later. Ewers finished with 199 passing yards and ran through a touchdown, while the running game earned 177 yards on 30 carries. Texas held the Sooners to 234 yards, 3.4 yards per play, with a good chunk of that yardage coming when the game was already well out of hand. Texas planted a Longhorn flag through the Oklahoma Baker Mayfield jersey. No love lost, Ocho, in the Red River rivalry.
Yeah. Listen, it's supposed to be a rivalry, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning, it felt like a rivalry, but as the game went on and kept going on, it was lopsided. It was one-sided. So I was sitting there with excitement, had my cigar, had my little coffee. I say, okay, Quinn Ewers is back. Oklahoma. Let me see what this rivalry is all about. Well, hell, it really wasn't much of a rivalry based on what I saw.
Nah.
I mean,
Oklahoma ain't what it was.
at the beginning, Oklahoma put up a good fight. I say,
Yeah,
okay, we got a game. Oh, we got a game. And as time went on, man, it was nothing like that. It wasn't a snooze. It wasn't a snooze fest. It wasn't a snooze fest, but it was enjoyable to watch Brother Ewers work
yeah,
being back from injury. You know, despite the turnovers, you got to fix that, especially when you if you have to play an even better team, you won't be able to overcome those mistakes. But it was it's not what I thought it would be.
yeah. They beat
The way
Texas
they
defense.
sold it to me, Unc, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Well, I mean, it is a rivalry. They've been playing each other probably for over 100 years. But Texas is really, really good.
Yeah, especially that damn defense.
They're really, really good. Sark has done a great job. He understands in order to compete for national championships, being around Coach Saban, he knows the type of players that he needs to get. He's a great offensive mind. If you're a wide receiver, quarterback, running back, you're going to run a pro style offense. He's going to help get you prepared to go play in the NFL.
Right.
And so this is the best team that I've seen in the SEC. But guess what? They got the Bulldogs coming to town next week in Austin.
Hold on. Now Georgia ain't been looking too bright theyself too now.
No. But you know what, Ocho? It used to be you play defense in the SEC.
Right.
But now if you can't score points, you can't win.
Right.
Hey, the days of the way Alabama played defense and they would hold you down, give you score 10 points
and suffocate you. Yeah,
that's over. You better go win these games 41-34. You better win some games 38-31, 38-35, Ocho. Them 20-10s.
Yeah. Them days over.
That's over. That's over. The game's too wide open. It's too wide open right now, Ocho. And it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. Texas is just better right now than Oklahoma. Brent Venables better be real careful because they got Bob Stoops up out of there.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't good enough to win 8-9 games. Some programs, it's not good enough to win 8-9 games.
Right.
You need to challenge for national championships. You need to be winning 12 and 13 games.
Well, you know, in order to do that, you know what you need now. You know what you need. Boosters, y'all better come on now.
Yeah. Well, they'd had a better chance. But when Dylan Gabriel, Oregon quarterback, he was at Oklahoma last year, Ocho.
Right.
You know, hey, that Nike money. You know, hey, $750 to $1 million for a quarterback for a 19, 20-year-old kid.
Can you imagine if you was getting NIL back when you was 19?
Yeah. 75 a month, 85 a month.
Shh, boy, look, listen.
But yeah, I when you look at it, Ocho, Texas is just better.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere you left that game saying, you know what, Oklahoma, we ain't even mad at you.
Right.
It's just better than we are.
Yeah.
It's just better, Ocho. Sometimes you have to open your mouth and say that. Or as we say, mouth. MOUF, mouth.
Be honest about it.
Sometimes it's painful to say that. Penn State kicker Ryan Barker converted a 36-yard field goal in overtime to beat USC 33-30, keeping the number 4 Penn State undefeated season alive. Tyler Warren caught 17 passes for 224 yards, tying an FBS record for most catches by a tight end in the game, and posting the second most receiving yards in school history. Lincoln Riley took responsibility for the Trojans blowing a 14-point halftime lead. With the Trojans falling to 3-3, Riley said they have a chance to win all 6 games despite playing one of the hardest schedules in the country. Hell, you had an opportunity to win all 6 of the first games you played.
Oh, yeah.
To put yourself in position to win these games is freaking hard to do to begin with. I get it. We have to do a better job at the end of games. I'll have to do a better job. We got to be able to finish, and all that falls on my shoulders. That's why they call me head coach.
Okay, that's nice to hear a coach taking accountability and not blaming on anybody else. But most of the time, it does happen more often in college as opposed to the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, Look, you got a 14-point lead ain't nothing in college.
Oh no, not with the way they throwing the ball. You
Hell
get one
nah.
3 and out. You get 1 3 and out, and the other team get the ball before you know it.
It's a
They
tie
don't
ball
score.
game.
Yeah, now you got a ball game.
But what I don't understand, Ocho, at some point in time, the guy cooking. You got to make some adjustments. Y'all just go let the guy just keep catching the ball?
But you know what's funny when you talk about making adjustments? Sometimes you don't have the personnel to stop the person that's actually cooking.
I'm going to stop him. I can't stop. I'm going to stop him.
Right.
And I'm going to make him. Ocho, the guy he had 17. He had more catches by himself than the rest of the team had to combine. He had 224. The next closest was 53, then 39, then 33, then 26. I'm going to make somebody that had 53, 39, or 33, I'm going to let them get some of them yards.
Right.
Because I know the tight end killing me. Let's see if somebody else can beat us.
Right.
But at least try Ocho. Damn.
Yeah, listen, that's why I said sometimes you ain't got the personnel. The adjustments you want to make, you trying to make them, you can't make them because you understand what you got on your side. And that individual sometimes is just that special where you can only hope to contain them, but you ain't stopping.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a good look. Deanton Lynn came over from UCLA after what he did when they at UCLA, and they paid him a lot of money.
Yeah.
Look, I know the kid when he was a little bit bigger than Christian McCaffrey. I played with his dad, Anthony Lynn. So, and I thought after what they did opening, didn't they beat LSU? I think they beat LSU opening night when they made that was LSU, yeah. And I was like, okay, defense, but it's the same thing, Ocho.
Yeah,
the defense sucks again. It's sucking again. I mean, and I don't know what Lincoln Riley got to do because his defense sucked at Oklahoma. That's what got him beat.
And I mean, when you think about college football, especially today in this era, are defenses really that good in general? They're not dominating, they're not suffocating, not keeping teams from scoring. You might be lucky to score 14. Like you're not getting that anymore. Everybody putting up 30, 40 some goddamn points every goddamn week.
You ain't shutting up. First of all, the likelihood, I mean, like the Georgia defense, I don't know if we're gonna see that again, where they was holding people to 10 points, 12 points before the season.
Do you know how difficult that is?
Yeah.
Do you know how much talent you have to have on your team to be able to hold another collegiate team to 10 to 12 points a game?
Yeah. It ain't happening anytime soon.
No.
But, you can do it if you got 7, 8 first rounders on your defense like Georgia had.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Then
you get Walker. You get Walker, who's the first overall pick, and then you get Jalen Carter, you get Jordan Davis, and you get Nakobe Dean, and you get all those first round picks that they took. Green Bay got like 2 of them on their roster. That's 7. That Snead, he ended up getting cut, but he was a first round pick. So they had like 6 or 7 first rounders on defense. Yeah, you can do that. But how many teams gonna have 6, 7 first rounders?
It ain't likely. I mean,
nah.
But today, you can get you about 6 or 7 first rounders, depending on how much you're willing to pay for them.
Right. Well, I mean, you might have a situation where you get like the Bosa brothers, and you get what's the other guy name? He was with the Commanders, and he was with the 49ers. Now he with the Saints. I mean, you had the string of defensive ends. You had Nick Bosa.
From Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State. All those D linemen.
Yeah,
that come out of there. But yeah, it's hard, Ocho, to go in there and say, okay, we're gonna shut this team down. Nah, y'all hold them and let us get a couple of extra possessions against them, so we get up 14, and that way when they get hot, we already up on them, and we just go score for score after that. But the likelihood of you just shutting a team down, nah. All right, Ocho, now it's time for our next segment, Landscaping the Field, brought to you by our friends at Scott Lawn Care.
Scott Lawn Care.
Oh, damn. I thought we had, like graphics or something. Bet you didn't know fall is the perfect time to feed your lawn. Give your lawn a boost. Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard. Recover from the summer, prep for the winter. Scott's Winter Guard puts your grass on the road to recovery from damage caused by summer heat. Feed your lawn Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard this fall to build strong, deep roots for a better lawn next spring. Repair from summer fun, strengthens for the winter. Prepare for spring, secure your fall for fun. Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. Feed your lawn. Feed it. Today's top 10 results. Texas, 34. Oklahoma, 3. The number 3 Oregon Ducks take down the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes, 32-31. Field goal with under 2 minutes. What's the difference in the ball game?
Yep.
The number 5 Georgia Bulldogs take down Mississippi State Bulldogs, 41-31. The Canes, Miami, was on a bye. Alabama survives 27-25 over the South Carolina Gamecocks. Tennessee win 23-17 over the Gators. LSU touchdown, first possession of overtime. Number 13 LSU 29, number 9 Ole Miss 26, and Clemson Tigers seem to have found their footing. 49-14 over the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Ocho,
Yeah.
Which game do you feel had the biggest playoff implication tonight?
Oh, let me see. The biggest playoff implications. Maybe that Oregon Ohio State? No.
No, I would say LSU Ole Miss because both of those teams would have had with about 5-6 games left, 2 losses already.
Wait,
I don't believe
LSU only has 1 loss, huh? Right?
but if they'd have lost,
Oh, if they would have lost. Okay, I see what you mean.
that's why it had such a playoff implication. Because think about how many games you got left, and you already got 2 losses. Because look at Oregon doesn't have Oregon or Ohio State have a loss.
They were both you're right. They were both undefeated.
Right. So even if they lose, Ocho, they're not gonna fall out of the top 10. LSU, you're gonna probably drop maybe to like 19, 20. Ole Miss, you're gonna free fall because you just had a horrible loss just last week.
You know what I should have did? I should have went Alabama, South Carolina. Because if Alabama had won, which almost happened.
No, if they'd have lost, you mean.
I mean, if they would have lost, they would have had 2 losses. And that would have, I don't know, knowing the way FBS does the whole, they was going to squeeze them in there any goddamn way.
Nah, because Alabama still has to go on the road to LSU. They got to go on the road to Tennessee.
Ooh.
They still got Auburn, which is, the Iron Bowl.
It could get ugly.
It definitely would have been doomsday. But again, another thing, Ocho, guess what? That's 2 losses.
Yeah.
And then they'd have been back to back against unranked teams.
Yeah.
So absolutely, that would definitely not been good for them. Ocho, Tom Brady's long path to becoming a minority stake owner and the Las Vegas Raiders are finally at the finish line. The NFL's Finance Committee has reviewed Brady's bid and plans to bring it to other franchise owners for a vote Tuesday fall meetings in Atlanta. Brady will need at least 24 of the 30 league's owners, 24 to 32 league's owners, to vote affirmative. According to Adam Schefter, the committee will not bring Brady's ownership to stake a vote if it wasn't sure it would be approved. If and when Brady is approved, he will be the new owner of approximately 10% of the Raiders as part of a group. Yeah, because that'll take up all his little money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I think the thing is, Ocho, is that these franchises, you saw the Commanders go for $6 billion.
Yeah.
10% of $6 billion is $600 million. And that's just simple math. Yeah.
Hey, do you understand how much money these folk have, man?
Yeah.
And we sit here, we look at athletes' contracts and we look at the huge numbers. And do we I wonder if people like actually understand when you think about it, to the ones, if we make that much, imagine how much the owners make. Yeah. Imagine how much the people that own the team
They're not losing no
the
money.
minority owners, the majority owners. Like, if the numbers are crazy when you sit back and think about it. I think people really don't. It's mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the Raiders are worth. I think what you call him. I think Davis is a minority. He's the majority owner, but
Majority owner,
he doesn't own it all. Like say
outright,
Gary, or like the McCaskies,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia McCaskey. I think her and her son, who's Coach Hallis, that's his daughter,
right?
Or the Lions, the
Fords.
The Fords, yeah, because I think he turned it over to her dad, to her daughter. I think her daughter runs it now, because the Ford. See, that's how you marry. Ford married the Firestone era. So we got a car, we need tires. Boom, there we go. We rolling down the road. See what I did, Ocho? We rolling.
Hey, that was a good one.
So that's what happened. He married the Ford. William Clay, Mr. Clay, Mr. Ford. He married the Firestone daughter.
Yeah.
So we got tires, you got cars, we got tires. Let's do this.
We good. That's all. That ain't nothing but business, man. Keep it business, man.
Yeah. Cam Jordan believes that the greatest quarterback of all time is Drew Brees, not Tom Brady. Jordan shared his hot take on Amon St. Brown's podcast, saying Drew Brees is the best quarterback of all time. There's nobody who has the completion percentage that Drew has. There's nobody that has the most 5,000-yard season that Drew has. It took Tom Brady an extra 2 years to break Brees' record. If you're talking about accomplishments, yes, Tom Brady. But if you want to look at stats, pat your stats. Okay, put your stats, because Drew got those. When he left, there were so many records, so many that he owned. Now, after Tom retired, Tom Brady played another 2 years and broke most of them, I believe.
I like the argument. I like the argument.
You taking Drew over Peyton?
Hell no. Hell no. I mean, listen, I love the argument. This Cam Jordan, he's going to take a Forest quarterback. I like the argument. Then we talk about Drew Brees, still one of the best. One of the best all time.
Yes.
No matter what. But now we're comparing him to the greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. So now you got a little bit too much dip on your chip, Cam.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. I
love how with his guy.
Find ways to try to put your quarterback and shed a light to where you feel he's better than Tom Brady. But that's just not the case, no matter how you try to splice it. No matter what numbers you use, but no matter what percentages you may use, Tom Brady's the best to ever play.
I don't know if there's ever going to be a situation where voters, people, put Drew over Tom or Peyton. I just don't see a scenario.
Hold on. If you talk about voters, people, who else would?
Now, I'm just saying, I don't see a scenario where, you're like,
right.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. And it's not a bad thing. Now,
no.
We talk about Drew. Drew's still one of the best of all time.
Yes,
but
I agree.
You're comparing him to the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
So then there's a little bit of disconnect. Your Wi-Fi, it ain't got all the goddamn bars.
Right. I agree. But I think and you look at Drew's completion percentage, you look at those 5,000-yard seasons, had he had more Super Bowl appearances.
Yeah.
Now we can have an argument. He has an MVP.
Right.
Now we can have an argument. But with one Super Bowl appearance, one Super Bowl MVP,
not enough.
Yeah, I don't know how we get there, Ocho. And he had, like I said, the completion percentage. I think when he completes 70% of his passes, he had 4 or 5,000-yard seasons. And he did have passing yardage. I think he might have had the touchdown record. But you needed a few more. I mean, let's just say he has 3, or he has 2 or 3. Let's just say he has 2 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs. That was like, okay. I don't think he quite get there, Ocho, but I can see what people would say.
Yeah,
like Tom has 7 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowl MVPs.
Right.
He has 5. Yeah, 5. and 3 regular season MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton has 5 regular season MVPs, 2 Super Bowl appearances with 2 different teams, and a Super Bowl MVP. But he has 4 appearances. So he went 2 with the Colts, 2 with the Broncos.
Broncos, yeah.
So you're like, okay. I think Drew would need something like that.
Right.
In order. Would need something like that before. But I get, look, that's your teammate. I got to rock my teammate.
Yeah, always.
Because they asked me, well, who you want to be your quarterback, John? Man, why you say it? Because I got Super Bowls with John and I got a gold jacket with John. I mean, what y'all want me to say?
Right.
When it comes to trading Davante Adams, the Raiders don't have the leverage they like. So they're now trying to create some. Adam Schefter now reports the Raiders might not trade Adams at all. The Raiders are selling the possibility that Davante is a big supporter of new starting quarterback Aiden O'Connell. The deeper message is the Raiders don't have any leverage. His salary spikes to $35,640,025, and if the Raiders cut him, they get no compensatory draft picks. The only way they're getting anything to Adam is to trade him. Ocho, and here's the kicker.
Yeah.
The asking price. Nobody wants, they know you got to trade him. I ain't going to give you what you want. Plus, we ain't playing none of the salary. Because the Raiders want, you know what I'm saying? The teams want the Raiders to pick up the salary.
Right.
I just hold on to him and do it in the offseason.
I don't like this from a dog. I don't like it from a dog one bit. From a production standpoint, from a statistical standpoint, when you're not putting up the numbers you should be, it gives you as a player no leverage. You have to rely on what you've done in the past as a way to attract suitors. I would hope, and I would like for this situation to get rectified rather sooner than later. I mean, for me, you know how I feel about, Tay, to me, being one of the best in the league.
Yep.
If not still, and just that the fact of the opportunities don't come as often as they should. The consistent quarterback play that he's used to having, being put in position to make plays consistently. He doesn't get it as often as we're all used to seeing. So obviously he suffered because of that, and now we're at a point where he's not happy. I don't think the Raiders are happy with him, and they need to get just fix the situation, get it out the way, just get it out the way.
Hey, let me find out. You come to me and say, hey, man, I'm trying to sell my house. I say, really? What you looking for, Ocho? Man, I ain't looking but for 6. And then I read the paper. Chad Ochocinco Johnson house about to go in foreclosure. Nah, Ocho, I ain't gonna be able to give you 6. Nah, bro, I'm sorry.
Hey, you gonna give me what you can because I'm in foreclosure, huh?
You damn right. And that's what the Raiders, and that's what teams know the Raiders are up against. They know you got to get rid of it. They know Tay is unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't give you a second round pick.
It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty business, man.
Why you think they charge you $20 for a beer at a stadium? Where else you gonna get beer from?
Mm-hmm.
I charge you $10 for a Coke. Where else you gonna get it from?
Yeah, you ain't got
I'm gonna charge you $10 for a hot dog. Well, you better eat a belly full before you got there, because your ass gonna be hungry. Because these are the prices.
Right. Hey, hold on. How about this though? Why you think when there's a huge sporting event, let's say we got Super Bowl coming up, why you think the hotel price is gonna go up?
Yeah.
Why you think the flight price is gonna skyrocket?
And I'm gonna get you a 4-night minimum. Because I ain't gonna have you bring your ass in on Saturday night and leave on Sunday.
On Sunday.
No.
Yeah.
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night.
Yeah. We need all your coins.
Yes. So I don't know to tell you. You're absolutely right. Anytime the weekend come, the price is gonna skyrocket because they know people want to travel on the weekend. So it's best to try to, if you can, leave it, Monday, Tuesday.
Right.
Come back on a Monday, Tuesday, because when you bring your ass back on the week, everybody want to go somewhere or want to get back. But I can't. If I'm a team, I'm gonna hold out. Hey, I got a 4th for you. That's all I got for you, Ocho. I got a fourth rounder for you. That if
Either
we make hey Ocho, that if we make the playoffs, I give you it'll go to a third.
just make them happy. Just make them happy so both sides can part ways.
Yeah. People talk about you can bring stuff to the movies. I mean, I guess now, because back in the day, they let you bring nothing to the movie. They looking. I mean, I take Starburst. I put Twizzlers and Starburst in burst in my pants and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Man, they're charging $5-6 for that stuff.
You know what? The fact I'm talking about, I haven't been to the movie in a very long time. I can't remember the last movie I did see. Obviously,
I can't either,
pre-COVID,
Ocho. Now
before
that you
COVID,
mention it,
but I used to, huh?
I can't. Now that you mentioned, I can't remember the last movie I saw in the theaters. You know,
Right.
I watched a couple. I mean, I think I maybe watched 2 movies in the last 4 years on my TV, but in the theaters.
Please tell me the last time I've been before COVID hit. I went to Cine Bistro. Y'all got Cine Bistro in where you
We
at?
do, yeah.
Boy, man, I had this. I went to Cine Bistro. They had the calamari. They had the calamari first. They brought me the calamari. Then they had the steak.
Yeah.
With the mashed potatoes and the broccoli.
Yeah.
Oh man, man, I can't even remember what movie that was. I saw, but god damn, I ain't been back since.
Yeah.
I ain't been back since.
Because
But that was an enjoyable moment.
I got to be careful eating like that because they got them seats that lay all the way down.
Oh yeah,
man, I eat like that. I don't put that blanket on. I'm going to sleep. Man, I eat all that food like that, Ocho. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, that could happen. That can happen.
Yeah.
And don't let the movie be boring.
But
they had to come in there and wake you up.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let me go in there. There ain't nobody in there, but ain't nobody in there with us. Man, hey, stop, boy. You gonna do it here? Yeah. Me. All right, am I?
Hey, that's a different kind of movie.
Man, look, back in the day, I couldn't do it now.
Right.
But caught your boy about 25 ago.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, I want the thought. I don't want to get caught, Ocho, but I want the thought of somebody like, but now I can't even take that chance.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. Hey, hold on. You been to the drive-in theater before?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Matter of fact,
last time I went, you know, you boy.
I already know.
You had to.
I already know. Listen, you ain't got to tell me twice. Hey, that's a nice date. Now that I think about it, that's a nice, cool date. Drive in, pull up, especially if you got your convertible like back in the days. I'm talking about back in the day. Man, put the top back, man. You got your blanket.
It wasn't no camera phones, Ocho. But nobody, everybody walking by, they minding their business.
Yeah.
I'm handling my business. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. It's business or business. You mind your business, I'm handling business.
Yeah. The good days.
On Moreland, as a matter of fact, if you're in Atlanta, y'all know about the drive-in on Moreland. As a matter of fact,
it's still there in 2024?
I think so. I ain't been in a long time.
Oh.
And there's a federal prison right across the street. Yes, sir. Anybody in the chat? He's right off Moreland Avenue. That's what he talking about. There you go. Moreland Avenue.
Oh, so it is still there.
Still there.
That's live. That's live. I need to find a drive-in here in Miami or anywhere in the area. I drive longer.
Y'all got them
an hour. I drive.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we used to have there was a drive-in in Vidalia, there was a drive-in in Claxton, there was a drive-in in Hinesville. Right. Hinesville is Fort Stewart. That's where the Army base was. They closed the one in Claxton. That was the first one to close. And then the one in Vidalia, they closed that one. And then you had to go to Fort Stewart. Now I think the one in Hinesville is still open, the drive-in. I could be wrong, and I ain't. Now you talking about? Maybe I was in high school, my freshman year in college, so I couldn't tell you. But I know that one on Moreland Avenue, it was open.
Yeah,
it wasn't the only thing that was open either. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead. I'm going on. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots rookie Drake May and his girlfriend Anna Michael Hudson started dating when they were 12 years old. 10 years later, they're still dating. Ocho, do
That's
you remember
live.
your girlfriend from when you was 12 years old?
When I was 12, um, remember I told a story. I told a story. I thought she was my girl at the time.
Yeah.
You know, I let her get my crayons out of my 64 crayon box. I let her get the red shades, and I went to PE, and she was playing with somebody else at
Mm.
PE. So I thought she was my girl at the time. I think probably if she was loyal during those days, we would probably still be together today.
Man, stop it.
No, I think we would because I mean, listen, I had loved her. I don't think you understand the importance of having a 64 box of Crayola crayons back in them days.
I do.
That was like having a Ferrari or a Lamborghini for us as kids. 64 box of Crayola crayons,
You like
and
Skittles?
I gave you three of my red color shade, three different shades of red. I let you use them because you need to use them. And when you go to PE, you playing with Timothy.
Well, Timothy said he needed a shade of red.
Hey, boy, after that, well, when they came back to class, I took my goddamn crayons back. I ain't speak to her about 2 months. Don't even
That's
look
okay.
my way.
That's all right.
Yo,
Timothy was
ugly
talking
ass.
to her. Timothy probably said, "Don't worry about him. He don't mean nothing to us."
Listen, Timothy couldn't do nothing with her because he only had eight pack of crayons. Yeah, his parents didn't get him the 64 box. So
That's
that's the
okay.
same. You just talked about that message about 80-20.
Yeah.
She left the 80 for the 20%.
But guess what? She said, "You know what?" Timothy said, "I got 8 pack, and her, you got 64 pack and nothing. I take 8 pack of her."
That's fine. That's fine. Because she gonna do it. Hey, listen, the one thing about it, if she did it to me, she gonna do it to you.
Timothy said, "That's okay." I'm trying to think. 12. So what grade you in 12, Ocho? 8,
But
7,
don't get me the line.
probably
Either
seventh grade.
seventh or eighth, don't give me the line.
Yeah. I ain't saying nothing because I already told you my casket gonna weigh a lot because I'm taking a lot of ish to my grave. I just want
Right.
y'all to know I'm gonna need some strong brothers. I'm gonna
Yeah.
need 6 of the strongest brothers I got. Y'all got because my casket gonna be extra heavy, Ocho. I'm taking ish to my grave. I'm taking it. So, oh no, I'm trying to 12. Did I have? Was I even? Man, not the 7th grade, 8th grade. Nah, wasn't no girlfriend, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a boyfriend, but I ain't have no girlfriend.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, you was on demon time back in the 60s, huh?
Man, that was no 60, man. That's in the damn hell roll with you. Hell roll with you, man. Man, that was late 70s.
Okay. 60s, 70s, all the same, ain't long.
Nah, who that? No. Yeah, that's I mean, I know some people that dated I mean, was with their girl since they were like 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know nobody been that long.
I got a lot of classmates that
That's been
married,
together
yeah, they
like that.
married, yeah, they've been together since they were like the 10th grade.
You know what? I would have to think, but honestly, I don't know anybody. And it's commendable for Brother Drake May to be able to be doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think you understand.
Yeah. In
Everybody
today
is so fickle.
in today's time,
Oh, yeah. Well, you think just on to the next, or everybody's replaceable, and oh, everybody is replaceable no matter what you
yeah,
may think or what you may feel about yourself. But everybody is replaceable. But they just bounce and bounce and bounce and just
yeah,
keep on bouncing until they find one that sticks.
yeah. Hey, I take my hat off to you, boy. Yeah, hey, Drake, you hell. The boy. Whew. The way they be looking now,
Yeah, yeah. I ain't looking, but I'm looking, if that makes sense.
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking, but
mean,
I ain't looking.
Man, I saw a couple of them, Ocho. You know how you have a train
Right.
and it be dragging?
Yeah.
They got them things sitting there. That train ain't gonna even touch the ground.
Woo.
Oh,
Listen, I know what you mean. I don't want to react too much. I don't want to I don't want to get too happy and excited about what you're saying. But I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm gonna leave it at that.
these women today, hey, these
Yeah,
women on
because hey,
another
you
level.
know, it's another set of eyes that's watching right now. I don't want no
Mm-hmm.
problems at home.
And Rail, don't hit him upside his head when he come in the door. But Ocho, whoo, boy, these women today.
Yeah, man, it's different. It's different. It's different.
I'm glad I'm in my 50s. Cause they get all. If I was in my 30s, they get all my little NFL money. All of it. All of it. Yep. All of it, Ocho.
Mm-mm.
Man. Yeah, I'm gonna work me a good 3-4 more years, Ocho.
You shut it down?
I'm gonna deactivate everything.
Whoa.
I'm falling off the grid.
I don't know about that one. I don't
I'm
like
going
that.
off the grid, Ocho. That's the only way you can survive, bro.
Now you can survive on the grid too.
No,
All you need is a little discipline.
I got discipline. That's why I'm gonna get off the grid.
Now I don't like
I
that.
just want to live happily ever after.
You can live happily ever after. And you still had a degree.
Raise my kids. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? I'm gonna have me 2 more kids. You done talk me into it, Ocho.
Oh, there you go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. What I mean, hey, listen, listen, I don't even think you're playing around. I think you done found somebody. I think you done found somebody. You ain't tell me about it, but I'm happy for you, boy. I'm happy
Yeah,
for
you know what I'm saying?
you. Yeah. Let's go.
Man, nah. I don't know, Ocho. Look, I need to have like a 7-year-old.
Right.
Cause man, my nerves, man, Ocho, my nerves
Bad.
bad. Yeah.
But I think, listen, you starting over, man, that'll be good for you. It keep you young, make you feel like a spring chicken again, make you feel like a young boy.
I'm
Imagine,
trying to be a cooked goose.
nah, you're gonna be good. Imagine you, 57, infant, changing pampers once again. She hits you, baby crying 3, 4 in the morning. Hey, go change the pamper. You getting up, heating up the milk, then,
If I
tapping it on you to make sure, make sure it's not
how old
too
the
hot.
baby?
Huh?
She better not wake me up if the baby after 3 months old. She wake me up, she might be working on another one. Leave me alone. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Leave me be. Nah.
Hell no. Hell.
Nah, Ocho. I'm gonna leave that to you. You gotta
Yeah.
what?
Nah. Oh no.
How old French
Oh,
fry?
oh no, no. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
How old
done.
French fry?
Huh? French fry, she gonna be 3.
Ocho, you good for one more, Ocho.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
Ocho, you can do one more.
Oh, oh no. Oh no.
Real. Make Ocho squeeze one more.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, I'm
Ocho,
finna go get fixed anyway.
Ocho, I never had you pegged for a quitter.
No, I'm not a quitter, but I'm finna go get neutered. I'm not a quitter. Definitely not that.
I'm getting a night nurse.
What's
I ain't
that?
getting up. Somebody that's in the house that when the baby cry, they get up and feed them and change them and do everything.
Okay. You got to be careful with that. You always hear weird stories about people, not doing right by your kids. I just
Now
can't
see,
trust nobody like that.
no, they need to do right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all I got for you. Man, Ocho, me and Jordan was on this flight. We like, yeah, man, we gonna get, man, yesterday. Delta, y'all need to make this right by me too. Man, it was the longest. I ain't Ash.
A
Ash
long
opened
flight?
her mouth, her janky ass.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna make it there. I'm gonna be home long before y'all do. I said, hey, it's an easy stop. We got an hour and a half layover. We're gonna get off the plane. Jordan and I go to the Sky Club.
Right.
I get some ginger ale. Jordan get like 12 cookies, some rice. Oh, he definitely get his money worth out of there.
Right.
So we go in there, flight delayed. Oh, man.
It is.
So instead of leaving at such and such a time, we're going to leave at this time. Okay.
Right.
I get down to Ocho. They delayed the flight again in between me walking down there. But you know what? No problem. There are a lot of pilots that's based out of Salt Lake City, so it shouldn't be a problem. No problem. 2 hours later. So we go, Jordan and I go back to the crown room. 2 hours later, he hit me. Boss, they said we board night at 10:30. Oh, Lord have mercy. So Shelly, always on top of things. When I'm traveling, Shelly don't go to bed until I get to the destination where I'm supposed to be. She goes ahead and books Jordan and I on the last flight that's out. That's at 11:15.
Right.
Cool. So we walk down to the gate. Pilots are on their way. Every pilot walk by Jordan and I, oh, that might be them, Jordan. I think that's them, Jordan. They walk by the gate. Damn, that ain't them. So here come two. I said, Jordan, that's them. You see how they walking? They walking, looking. They slowing down. They hit that right. That's them, Jordan. That's them. Open the door. They get down the plane. That lady gonna come on the thing talking about this flight has been canceled. Next flight is
hell no. Nah.
That's exactly what I said. I said, y'all knew that. Y'all knew that all the goddamn on long that y'all wasn't gonna get this plane out there.
So you were stuck in Utah?
We got on the So, like I said, Shelly booked Jordan and I on the 11:15.
Yes, sir.
So we at 8:36. We way down to 8:08. Y'all can only walk so fast, Ocho.
Yeah.
My hips.
Oh, you ain't get no wheelchair?
I've been on my feet all day, Ocho. So I ain't.
Yeah, you so irritable. I know you're irritable.
Yeah. Ocho, but check this out. We gonna take off. Even though we were delayed, we get on the plane.
Right.
I'm sitting, Ocho. This is how I operate. Normally people like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm good, fine. How are you? If you ask a person, oh, how you doing? And they don't say, I'm doing fine, how are you? Right. Or where you headed, they don't want to talk.
Right.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. That's me. That's it. Oh, where you headed? So I get what, Ocho, I get what. Well, you don't talk much, huh? So by this time, the pilot comes on and says, well, Ocho, we're supposed to be able to get out. You know, we're close to our hours, but we're going to be able to get out on time. So we're going to be just fine. They back up a half an inch. Oh, there's something going on with the steering.
Maintenance? Oh, hell.
Ocho, I've got 6,000 hours flying this plane, flying these 320s, and I've never seen this problem before. Man, you know damn well it ain't no problem. Y'all up at the hours, you're up against the hours, and you're not going to be able to get out. You want to make it seem like it's the plane. So we wait. So now, Ocho, 11:15, we getting on the flight.
Right.
It just so happens the guy that was sitting next to me, he already on the plane. Now, I took my glasses off, Ocho. They had your boy and coach. They talk about Give me that book bag, Joy.
Hey,
so now Ocho. So you know everybody get on the plane. They got backpack, purses. They hit me all upside my head. I'm just doing this right here, poop, all over my shoulders. I said, oh hell. I said, come on, man.
Hey,
Jordan. I mean, Ocho. I'm sitting like this here.
Oh, so you ain't have an exit row.
Ocho, I would prefer to sit by the window for the simple fact, everybody walking by, they hit me with their purse or their backpack or whatever they got across their shoulders.
Right. Well,
Man,
I would love to be on that plane for that one. Well, we had a good time.
Oh, because Ash flew Greyhound or the skies, and
Spirit.
that's Trailways. Ash flew Southwest.
Okay. Listen,
Man,
you wouldn't have had no issues if you was on Spirit. You would have got where you wanted to go.
no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I said, you know what, Ocho? A lot of my prayers the last 3 months, I've been asking God for patience.
Yeah.
So I got on the plane. I said, God, I know I've been asking you for patience, but I was hoping you like push this thing down the road for a couple of months. I ain't need you to give me patience so soon.
Listen, one thing about it, if you ask for something, you better be able and willing to receive it because he's gonna test you right away.
Ocho, remember I tell you about the guy? He was sitting right beside me. So I get on the plane. He already on the plane. Oh, there's my buddy. How you doing, bud? Oh, he's not talking to me. He's upset because he's not in first class.
Oh, one of those.
Jordan say, boss, hey, it's okay. Just go on and sit down.
Yeah. One of those.
One of them guys that want to be funny.
Yeah.
He always, he wants to be the life of the party.
At the wrong time. At the wrong time.
Yes. But actually, guys, this is the first connect that I've had because when you fly, like certain places don't have direct flights.
Right.
So like when we was in the Dallas and Houston and things like that, they don't have Delta don't fly there. They have to fly something else. So I'll fly like that. But I was like, oh no. But as miserable as I was, Delta, I know Delta gonna make it right for me. So I don't even want to talk about it no more. I know Delta gonna do the right thing. They're gonna hook it up for me. They're gonna hook it up for me. Ocho, now it's time for Q&A.
Q&A. Hey, it's 3-8. It feels so cool being up this late.
Hell, I was up this late last night because me and Jordan was just landed. Mario Chiquito said, what's up, Unc and Ocho? I love y'all in the show. Ocho, next time you're in Cali, let me know if you need that work in the weight room.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. By the time I get back to Cali, I'll be in Cali in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. And Sean Merriman told me to tell you he want the winner of you and Debo.
Matter of fact, man, I beat the shit out of Sean Merriman, man. Tell him stop playing with me, man. This shit ain't no joke, man.
I'm just saying that's what he said. He said,
and I'm just saying, listen, life is not a joke, man. Tell him there are consequences and repercussions behind the words that he's saying. Don't play with me, man. Listen, man. Hey, I'm one of your kids, man. Sean, I know you're gonna see this, and I will punch your face off. Don't play with me, man.
Frederick Baxter say, do y'all think Hunter should play should play only defense because the second year getting hurt on offense, they need him more than a trash defense than offense. This killed his Heisman. What you think, Ocho?
No, hell no, he ain't killed nothing. He ain't killed nothing. Just one game. Hell, Quinn Ewers missed 2 games, right? It didn't kill his Heisman. He's still in the Heisman running.
No, he ain't.
Okay. You'll see.
Genty went over 200 again tonight, Ocho.
Yeah. You'll see.
He got over 1,200 in 6 games, Ocho.
Damn.
I know. And just think about what he would. He had 186 in the first half and didn't play again last week. He didn't play the second half.
Hey, so are they purposely keeping him out purposely just so he can't?
He fresh.
That's crazy.
Fresh. How many yards?
Yeah, but
I think he had. Hold on.
You think it hurts his Heisman? We still got a long season to go now.
Well, he got 1,200 yards. So hold on, let me see. Genty had 31 carries, 217 yards, 1 touchdown.
Dang.
So now he has 1,200. He has 100 and what? 120, 31, 127 carries for over 1,200 yards. So he's averaging 10 yards a carry.
It make you. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. Okay, that's real good. That's dope. That's live. That's live. What would those numbers look like if he was playing in the SEC?
Ugh. It all depends on what line he's playing behind. Because he
Okay.
can run now. Because
Oh
there are
yeah.
teams that
Oh
try to
yeah.
get him in the portal.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing, though, Ocho. I don't care. He rushed for 2,400, 2,500 yards. He
No
gonna
matter
get
where, no
that
matter
Heisman.
where it's at,
Yeah,
it's
he
yeah.
gonna get that Heisman.
Nice. Yeah.
Because I didn't think anybody was gonna ever break Barry's record. Barry ran for 26, 28
Mm-hmm.
and 35, 37 touchdowns. He
Yeah.
rushed for 2,400 yards, 2,500 yards, Ocho. He gonna get that Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
News 864, Unc Ocho. I know Deion, y'all boy, but Shiloh was good and terrible tonight. Be honest about it. Yeah.
Shiloh just coming back from a broken forearm, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
First game back.
His
Hey, come
timing
on,
is off.
man.
Yeah, his timing was off. He
You know
got
it's
juked in the
always,
hole. It happened to the best of them.
oh yeah, most definitely.
One thing you got to close the distance. If you and him in the hole, you stop your feet, he gonna shake the ish
Hey,
out of you.
you got to close it fast.
Yeah. Once you check your feet, it's over. The best thing to do, Ocho, is to shoot your shot.
Shoot, I'm somebody right. You got to shoot fast before
Yep.
you can make a move. You got to get in there. And
You got to shoot your shot.
I'm not even a defender, and I know that.
Got to. It's just like, hey, you in the club, you see her, go ahead and shoot your shot. Don't you like, hey, man, I'm going to wait till she come over here, or I'm going to walk. Soon as you see her, make a beeline, go right to her. Hey, girl, what's your name? You from Ryan? I ain't never seen you before. Hey, Tay said, what's up, Unc? In 85, what was your first college choice? Had you been able to choose, or did you go where you wanted to go? Nebraska. Nebraska. I wanted to go to the Cornhuskers. Man, hey. Them jokers had them jerseys rolled up. They had them stomachs out, all them arms. Man.
Well, who was the quarterback then?
Who's the quarterback?
Nebraska was good then?
Oh, Nebraska. Oh, hell yeah.
They're running that wishbone though, right?
Yeah. Who's the quarterback? Turner Gill.
Okay.
Turner Gill was when I first started noticing Nebraska. Turner Gill. They had Mike Rozier. They had Irving Fryer, Remington, the center that the award is named after.
Right.
The Remington Award. He was there. Dean Steinkooler. They had Neil Smith was on defense, and they had Sandman, Broderick Thomas. Oh, they were the black shirts.
It was stacked. Yeah. I mean, obviously not really knowing much about college growing up. Just grandma and mama forcing me to go to the classic. I wanted to go to FAM. Obviously, from a football standpoint, the U would have probably been my choice. But as a kid growing up, I wanted to go to FAM, and I wanted to be in the band. I wanted to be in the band and play football. Weird combination. And just I have a fascination for music, instruments. I know a lot of people don't even know I play. My grandma forced me to play piano and saxophone. So that's where that decision and choice came from, if I had my choice.
Yeah. But the best decision I made was going to Savannah State. The only time that we really heard about a black college, Ocho, was Lou Rawls, the United Negro College Fund.
College Fund. I knew you was going to say, yeah.
That was it. I didn't even know Savannah State existed. Hell, I grew up 65 miles from it. You heard about Grambling and Southern and all those.
Mm-hmm.
And I never went on a visit to Savannah State.
Yeah.
Coach Davis came to recruit me, told me, say, son, if I was an NFL user and I could draft, you'd be the number one draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
The best decision, had a little help. My brother said I was going to go to Savannah State. I didn't really give me a whole lot of choice in the matter, but I definitely went. And, man, probably one of the 4 or 5 greatest decisions I've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Cyril P. said, how feasible is putting one of them quotes on every bottle of Laportier? Not very feasible.
Tell him I got the book right. Listen, hold on now. I got the book right here. It's like that black book. You know, you had your phone numbers. I got the book.
Yeah, them you know what? They talk about how to email and them phones get you in trouble. Think
Yeah.
about how many numbers that you done wrote down on that piece of paper that got you in trouble that you
Yeah.
forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
And the old lady cleaned it out them pants pocket, and that number come out. Malik Jones said, Unc Ocho, love the show. It's my daughter's Ivy's first birthday. Can y'all give her a shout out? Much love. Keep being great, fellas. Ivy, we sure can, Malik. Ivy, happy birthday. Happy first birthday. I don't know. Well, how old you? How old do they start letting kids eat real food? Like 9 months, 10 months, a year? Year? Oh, she got some solid. Oh yeah. She got some solid food. She eats birthday cake.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday
Huh?
to you.
With him?
Happy birthday to
Hey,
you.
Malik, George said he was in the Air Force with you. Is that how you got through? George said he was in the airport with Air Force with old boy with his daughter's first birthday. So happy first birthday, Ivy. Malik, congratulations, bro. Thank you for your support. Edwin Barrito, Unc Ocho, cheers from Puerto Rico. Man, I need to make my way down to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I need to make my way down to Puerto Rico, the Dominican. You know, I heard stories.
Yeah, listen, I gotta, I'm going with you.
He said, yes. Yep. He said, yep. He went to school with.
Yeah, I'm
He
going
would.
with
He
you.
was in the Air Force with Jordan. You going with me, Ocho?
Yeah, boy, you tell we going to Puerto
Yeah,
Rico and
I can't go by myself,
we
Ocho.
going.
I
You
mean,
said, oh, we going to DR too?
mhm.
You say you heard a story. What kind of story? So I have a better understanding of what I'm getting myself into and how I'm gonna get myself out of it.
Mm, I don't know. It's just something like it's just the way they talk.
Oh, I speak Spanish, so I can translate for you anything you want to know.
Okay. Because I'm Poppy. I didn't want to hear him call me Poppy the Chocolate. Now what I want to hear him say, Poppy the Chocolate. Poppy the Chocolate.
Hell no.
I don't even know that's a phrase, but it sounds good. I want to hear him say it. Don't go to the Dominican Republic. Why not?
Oh man.
Ocho said it's a good place to go. I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The BBL Center. Man, I ain't going to get no BBL. And the women in Dominica, they ain't got why they need a BBL. They already got built like that.
Yeah, I think it's out there heavy though, It's out there heavy.
Oh, BBLs?
Yeah. I think that's where everyone goes to get started.
I don't care nothing about that. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it
do
is
you.
what it is.
That's
Whatever you need to do to feel good about yourself and enhance
yeah.
your features, so be it.
Oh yeah. Take the most sparks over there with us, Ocho.
You say take them sparks over there with us. Us. No,
Oh,
you
oh,
take them sparks.
okay. I was about it.
Hey, my name Bennett and I ain't in it.
He said, no. You take them for you. Not no us.
No.
Now all of a sudden, it ain't no Unc and Ocho. It's just Unc. It's the Unc show now. All this time it's been Unc and Ocho. Now it's just Unc.
Oh, yeah, no.
Tammy Wiggins said, hey, Unc and Ocho from H-Town. Go Texas. Please help me wish my son Trent a happy 23rd birthday. He's a great son, awesome human. I'm very blessed. Tammy, we sure would. And hello, H-Town. How y'all doing? Trent, your mom wants to wish you a happy birthday. She said you're an amazing son. You're an amazing human being. Keep being that amazing son. Keep being that amazing human being and watch how blessed your life will be. Tammy, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching and helping Nightcap become what we become. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all. Much love.
Much. Man, I can't believe it. Oh, yeah, you see Ocho the cut his boy off.
Now, I ain't cut you off. Listen, I'm gonna be right there with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna be a little behind. I'm gonna let you lead the way,
Okay.
but you ain't gonna lead me astray.
Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite 85. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and he's from Liberty City, and he's a Bengal Ring of Fame honoree, a Pro Bowler, and All Pro. That's him. Guys, please make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And every subscriber matters, every subscriber counts, and we thank you for mattering and counting. This is how we became what and who we are.
Thank you.
Please make sure you check out Shea by Le Portier. We're about to be in 14 to 16 stores by the end of the year. And if we're currently not in a city or a state near you, you can order it and we'll ship it directly to your door. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. And Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. I repeat, Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. And people, thank you for sending letting us know you have begun receiving your orders. So thank you very much. Please go vote for us for the Signal Award. We're nominated for 2 awards for Nightcap. Best Live Podcast Recording, we're currently in second. And Best Co-Host Team, we're currently in second. Voting is open through October 17th. Excuse me, just like the Webbies, and you have to create an account and verify your email. Again, voting is open through October 17th, and you have to create an account and verify your email. Club Shay Shay, we're nominated for 3 awards. Popular Culture and Variety Show, Best Athlete Shaping Culture Show, and Best Individual Episode, Best Guest, Cat Williams. Kansas comes back after leading much of the game. Colorado took the lead late, 28-24, but Kansas State puts together a drive and takes down the Buffaloes 31-28. Oregon hit a 19-yard field goal with just under 2 minutes as the number 3 Ducks knock off the number 2 Buckeyes. Bama survives a late scare from the South Carolina Gamecocks as they intercept a pass late in the ball game and they hold on 27-25. Number 13 LSU Tigers rallies past the number 9 Ole Miss Rebels 29-26 in overtime. Nussmeier threw a game-winning game-tying touchdown in the final seconds of regulation, and then on the first possession of overtime, threw a game-winning touchdown to Kyron Lacey as they win. And Texas dominate the Red River rivalry as they take down their rival, Oklahoma, 34-3. And Penn State kicker converted a field goal, 36-yard field goal after USC missed theirs as the number 4 Penn State Nittany Lions come back from 14 down a 14-point halftime deficit to take down the men of Troy. And that concludes our episode. Guys, we really, really appreciate it. We know we got a late start tonight, but we wanted to make sure that we came on after the Colorado K-State game because we thought it was going to be a very interesting game. We thank you for staying up with us. We thank you for supporting us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow after the Sunday night game. I'm Unc, he's Ocho. We're out.
Good night.